Hello, Facebook Live. Good morning. Oh, actually, good afternoon. It's 12:12. 12:12 on the 25th. Hello, everybody. Marcus here, your chef on a mission, and just doing my weekly wrap up here. Nothing really specific I'm going to talk about. Well, there's some stuff I'm specifically going to talk about, but so I am going to give my weekend wrap up. Just talk about some general things that are going on. Thank you everybody who's tuning in. As you're tuning in, just come and drop some comments like #live, or if it's on the replay, #replay. Always drop where you're tuning in from. I love to see where people are tuning in from. It's really great to see how far our reach is. And Jim and I really have a lot of fun doing these Facebook Lives for happy hour or cocktail time. And my updates, I really love doing them. A lot of you appreciate them, and we hear tons and tons and tons of comments. Jamie and I were out and about yesterday, and some other business owners and restaurateurs are like, man, we watch your Facebook Lives. We love all the information you're dropping. These other people like are in the business. They're like, man, you guys just are doing a fantastic job with what you guys are doing. So we always love to hear that. To try to provide some value to everybody and help you make better food choices, live better, be healthier, things like that. And during the beginning of the pandemic, we were giving away gloves, we were giving away ionized water, and we'll still give away ionized water. If you want ionized water, come on in. We'll give you ionized water to go. Ionized water is basically antioxidant, high antioxidant water. Water's microclustered. It absorbs into your body better. There's a lot of great benefits of ionized water. And we usually charge for it, but during the pandemic, height of the pandemic, we're giving away for free. And if you want some now, we'll still give you some for free. Come on in, bring your bottle, and we'll fill you up with ionized water. Gloves we had to stop giving away because they were so expensive. I mean, they tripled, almost quadrupled. They quadrupled in price. Pretty crazy. We were selling them, we were giving them away, everything. So we're sending out an email as we speak. I think it's probably going out now. Our email program, I think, is probably compressing everything and getting it ready to launch to our thousands and thousands of people's on our email list. We literally send out, when we send out an email, it goes to almost 10,000 people. So it takes a while after you press send, for everything to start processing and shoot out. So, but that's happening right now. You'll get an email right now. Or there's some really cool facts about mussels that I'm sharing on this email, like some really cool facts about mussels. Mussels, like the mussels, like the shellfish mussels, mussel, mussels. So that's the one item. That's the one item where we actually advocate. One of the few items we actually advocate for farm raised versus wild. We've tried wild mussels. The farm raised ones are just better quality. Mussels are one of the few things where, whether it's farm raised or it's wild, if you can believe this, it gets amazing ratings in sustainability from every single seafood advocacy group out there. Every single one. Friends of the Sea, Marine Stewardship Council, Monterey Bay Aquarium, you name it. Every single one gives top notch to farm raised mussels. Better product, better controlled feed. There's no environmental damage. Mussels are one of those things. So we're sending an email out now with some really cool facts about mussels. Like, for example, mussels have been cultivated for 800 years. We've been cultivating mussels for 800 years. The main food source of mussels is phytoplankton. So some really cool things in there on that email today. Ounce for ounce, mussel meat contains more protein than beef stock, much less fat, much more nutrient. So at a quarter of the calories, it's loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, amino acids, vitamin B and C, vital minerals like iron, manganese, phosphorus, potassium, selenium, and zinc. So mussels are a really cool thing. So today, of course, is our mussels and shrimp green curry. That's today's $9.99 special that you can call and get that to go today. We're doing our two ribeye steak specials, two 10-ounce grilled ribeyes, and a bottle of wine for $34.99. So yeah, so some of the unbelievable stuff or some of the crazy stuff that we deal with. I've always talked about like how people are like I talk about a lot of things that we put up with from people, impatient people, and things like that. Yesterday we had a couple in, and they so this all prompted because somebody asked me yesterday, um, like, where do you go out to eat, Marcus? Where do you and Jamie go out to eat? And are you guys like, do you cause problems when you go out to eat? Like, I'm like, listen, I'm so easygoing when I go out to eat because I know what the restaurant industry is about. I exactly know what it's about. I know how hard everybody works. And I know the food they're buying to begin with. So it's my choice to go there to begin with. So I really can't complain. And, and be like, I used to many, many years ago. Like, I'm a chef too, and this and that. They could care less if I'm a chef. If I walk into a place and I'm going to start saying, well, I'm in the restaurant industry, they could care less. They could totally care less. So why even, we don't say anything. Sometimes we'll get recognized a lot of times. Oh, you're that chef, you're that owner, you're on Facebook, we know who you are. But other than that, I don't want people to know that I'm a chef and that I'm in the restaurant industry and this. Like, that's the last thing that you have to put a burden on a restaurant, right? So Jamie and I are just very hush-hush. We go in, we go for a meal. Unless it's bad, then we complain. We give them a chance to fix it. But, we're not modifying the menu in town, this and that. We're going there because, hey, we saw the menu, we can go there and eat. So we're very easygoing when we go out, Jamie and I. And a lot of people don't expect that. A lot of people are like, I didn't invite you over for dinner, but there's no way I can cook for you. I'm like, listen, I'm happy when somebody cooks for us. Jamie and I are like, we love when people cook for us. And so we're totally the opposite of what people think we are. So yesterday, a couple comes in and they announced to our staff that they're foodies. I'm like, okay, you're announcing that you're foodies. Like, what is your point right now to say to you feel the need to announce that you are foodies? And so they order the pork belly steak. Now, pork belly, if you don't know, pork belly is, but if you're a foodie, you know this, right? So if you're a self-proclaimed foodie and you're announcing yourself as a foodie, you should know this. Pork belly is like bacon, except it's the uncured part. It's uncured bacon, but in a slab form, and you can get cut into chunks or thicker steaks. It's fat, folks. There's a ton of fat in pork belly. That's where you make bacon from. There's tons of fat. So this person, this self-proclaimed foodie, orders it and complains there's too much fat. And he goes, well, I really don't know what pork belly is. But 20 minutes ago, you made a point of telling us how much of a foodie you are. And now you have no idea what pork belly is, and you're complaining that there's way too much fat in it. And like, just pork belly, it's fat, it's bacon, right? It's the same thing. And then she ordered Indian food, and she made a comment about the Indian food, about, this. I'm like, Indian people love our Indian food here. We get a lot of Indian people that are like, your Indian food is amazing. Like, it was a total shock and surprise. That we recently had Indian dishwasher, and he was like, your food's like your Indian dishes are like amazing. I let him taste the sauce. He's like, this is really, really good. So I would make jokes with him like, don't steal my recipes. Don't take these recipes home. So both of them are self-proclaimed foodies, and they're just like, don't know what to order. They order this, and it's just like, they don't like anything. It's just like, oh my gosh. So, like, I'm the total opposite. Jamie and I are the total opposite. You can invite us over for dinner. You can take us out to eat. We'll go out to eat. We try not to. That's the last thing I want to do, is be upset and complain. But it's my choice to go there. I look at the menu. It's my choice to go there. Obviously, things happen. Then yesterday, some other news. We have the balloons out front, right? We have the balloons out front. And people, we had that big Mylar balloon last week with the eyes, with the heart eyes, and people said they came into the restaurant last week specifically because of that. We're actually running a Facebook contest right now. So if you go to Facebook, to the pinned post, drop a comment. We're going to pick a winner tomorrow. We're supposed to pick it on Friday. We've been swamped here. We've been super busy, so we apologize. We'll be back on that tomorrow. Jamie and I are going to the North Fork Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to scout out wineries and that kind of stuff. So we've just been really busy. So it gives a few more people the opportunity to win. We're giving away an Aroma Time t-shirt. So check out that contest. The balloon. You have to caption the balloon, right? Just drop a caption. There's some really good stuff in there. I'm not going to pick the winner. Maybe we'll let the staff pick the winner, or we can pick it randomly. But there's some really cool stuff people are saying. So go check that out. So somebody stole our balloon from out front. They stole our balloon. So we put out another balloon. The other day. And literally within several hours, it was stolen. Another one was stolen. We put a soccer ball out. We put a nice soccer ball in honor of the Ellenville soccer team for winning the Section 9 championship. We're like, this is perfect. Let's put out a soccer ball. Put out a soccer ball, and it's gone. It's totally gone. I'm like, Jamie, all right, the first one I can handle. The second one now, Courtney last week, our daughter, she works for us now in the office full time, and of course she works behind the bar here. Her and I are doing a lot of exciting projects coming up, really exciting projects, which is on one of our websites. So I'll talk about after the balloon. So I was like, Jamie, go on the cameras. Go on the cameras. This is ridiculous. This is 2 balloons now. Courtney spent $150 on balloons. I told her, stock up on balloons. We're going to give balloons out to kids this summer for Ellenville streets. I want to put some nice balloons out, grab some attention. The balloon was getting attention. People were taking selfies. People told us that they came in specifically because the balloon was out there. So I'm like, and I put this on social media, like, hey, this balloon is great for marketing. Like, the $150 we spent on balloons, we made it back within the first hour hanging one balloon out there. So it's awesome. So, second balloon, snagged. I'm like, Jamie, go on the cameras. Go on the cameras and check this out, because this is ridiculous now that I have to worry about a balloon being stolen outside. So I had no idea who it was going to be. Like, no idea. Like, you can take guesses and you can think of things. So, lo and behold, culprits snagged on the balloon. Going in the hand, walking away with it. I really don't want to show you who it was, but I got everything here. Snagged in hand. So we got cameras outside, snagged in hand, and it was shocking. It was kind of shocking, to see. So snagged in hand right there, walking away with the balloon, took it off, had the all on video. It had to be addressed yesterday because there's another business in town here. So I'm not too happy about that. But that's the kind of stuff that we have to deal with, not only with guests, but other businesses or people associated with other businesses. And, I try to talk to my staff, and I know that actions from certain people don't represent how the owners' opinions or stances or policies of other businesses. But it sucks when that happens. And we tell ourselves, we tell our staff, you represent Aromatime. Like, don't go out to another restaurant and make a scene and then use Aromatime's name or whatever. You represent Aromatime in a professional way, whether you're here or whether you're out and about, you're representing Aromatime in a professional way. In Colorado, there was this one restaurant called Primitivo. And great restaurant in Colorado Springs, great restaurant. I was friends with the chef, with John, and the owners too. Their sous chef got pulled over for a DWI and didn't mention anything about the restaurant. This is like 1999, 2000, got pulled over for DWI in Colorado Springs, and they immediately fired him. They're like, no, you represent the restaurant. Like, the article didn't mention the restaurant or anything, but like, your name is associated with the restaurant. We can't have people that are, working for us that are associated with us. Is that kind of harsh? Probably, but that was their stance. Like, no, you represent the restaurant. And they got rid of the sous chef, who was a key component to their staff. The chef was like, man, I'm struggling right now. Like, I got to get somebody else in here. And the owners was like, nope, you represent the restaurant. You're gone. And I know it's tough because, I don't want to control anybody who works here out there. So just represent the restaurant properly. Don't. Was that extreme, getting rid of them because they had a DWI? Probably so. We've had staff members that have gotten DWIs before, gotten pulled over, or accused of DWI, whatever. But I try to teach my staff to be conscious. Like, don't use our name. Like, don't go to a restaurant and be like, complain and be like, well, I work at a restaurant, I work at Aromatime, and we would never do this. I mean, that's not something professional that Jamie and I condone at all. And but it's like things you don't think of to address with your staff. And it happens, and it sucks that it happens. And it just happened to happen to another business, to us, stealing our balloon. Just totally sucks. But I don't think we'll be missing as many balloons, hopefully on the good side. But it was a soccer balloon. It was for the boys' soccer team. We put up for the boys' soccer team. So congratulations to Ellenville boys soccer team for winning the Section 9 game. Congrats to them. We have a couple of our new staff members actually we're on that team. Graduating staff members were actually on that team, so we have a couple new faces here in some boys, and they're on that team, so they're really super excited. We were super excited. That's why we put the balloon out there. So, just drop some comments, folks. If you're tuning in live, drop a comment, hashtag live. Yeah, Melissa, pictures do not lie. Ralph saying, show who it is. I'm not going to show who it is. But we all know. There's a lot of us that know who it is. And, I had documented it with the police and said, just tell them don't do that anymore. I don't want to go take care of it myself because I didn't want to get emotionally involved in it. So she said, hey, here's the picture. Just tell them, knock it off. Don't do it. Like, I don't want to press charge or anything. But just let them know that I know that they did it and don't do it anymore, right? So that was the reason I got the police involved. I was like, just I'll knock it off. Just childish, whatever. Just don't do it. So there's something else I wanted to talk about too, really quick. Not quite as crazy. I don't know if Jamie's watching. If Jamie wants me to talk about anything else, Jamie I think is on the spin bike, spinning away right now. I gotta go for my morning run here, even though it's afternoon, so I didn't get out for my run yet. Jamie and I had a late night. We were at a friend's house dancing. Had a really good time. So dancing till late. We have friends that blast their music up in Cragsmore, and we danced the night away or danced the morning away. So we were up late with them, dancing, having a good time. So we were slow moving this morning, very slow moving this morning. Energetic, but just slow moving. I don't even know if my friends met this morning at 8 o'clock to run. I don't think they did because I didn't get a text message. So, Jamie's commenting. The wine dinner. Yeah, the wine dinner. So the wine dinner tomorrow night. Jamie, we don't really have many seats left for it, do we? Like, no, we don't. So the iPad might be on my desk, in the microphone stand on my desk.
Okay, yeah, the wine dinner. Talk about the wine dinner.
Yes, we had a great wine dinner tomorrow night. Yeah, beer dinner's the week after. The wine dinner, folks, we really don't have any seats left for it.
We have a few, maybe two.
Maybe two. So got some really cool Spanish and Portuguese wine. This one is my favorite. We haven't had it in years. Haven't had it in 15 years. The producer's João Perez, and it's a dry muscat wine. Bone dry muscat wine. Floral, really a cool wine. Really an awesome wine. We haven't had it in 15 years. And the one company, I saw it on her flyer, and I said to the sales rep, I go, you have João Perez? The dry muscat? She goes, you know that? I go, I love that wine. I haven't had it in 15 years, but I know the wine very well because we had it. So I was like, yeah, no, I love that wine. So she goes, Marcus, I have a bottle in the car. I said, let's get it. I'd love to taste it. She's like, I got a sample bottle. So taste, I'm like, that's exactly how I remember it from 15 years ago. So that's on the wine dinner tomorrow night with a couple other, the Caracol, some other cool wines, some new wines for us. So $25, 4 wines in one dish, $25. It's a bargain. That's why we sell out every other Monday night. We're sold out every other Monday night because of the wine dinner. And I can't wait to start doing it in the garden. I don't think it's going to be warm enough to do it in the garden because then we can take another 6 or so people, right? If it's going to be warmer because we have more room outside. So tomorrow, Monday, 57 degrees. Tomorrow night, just not quite warm enough. 65 and plus, yeah, 70, absolutely. So stay tuned because we will be going back in the garden for wine dinners, and we'll be able to take 35 people as opposed to 25 people. We'll have extra tables out there. Beer dinner the following week. 4 really cool beers. We just tapped the Allagash 2018 Curio, which is the bourbon barrel aged triple. The beer is amazing. The beer is like, wow. It's been in a keg for 3 years. It's still got a lot of bourbon kick to it. I can't imagine having that beer brand new. I've had Curios that are 10 years old. In fact, I have a couple bottles here. A sales rep gave me a couple gifts when he was leaving the one company a couple years ago. And he goes, Marcus, I know, because you bought the keg of Curio from me. He goes, I know you love these Curios. So here's he gave me a gift of these older bottles. So the bottles last 10 years, and they're amazing beers, easily 10 years. So we have a 3-year-old keg of Curio that was just tapped, bourbon barrel aged, Allagash triple on bourbon barrels. Really, really good. Robert, may I have a setting for 2 tomorrow night, please? Robert, just give us a call. Give us a call and just talk to Jamie to make that reservation. She's the one who handles that, and she's not here right now. And I might screw things up. I tell people, like, when people walk in the door at night, sometimes I'm like, I don't say it, but I'm not allowed to see people because I'll screw things up. Like, don't start giving me your order because it gets too confusing. I can help you. I can answer questions. I'll help you with your wine, but don't start giving me your order because that's what Patrick is for or Alex. That's what they're for, and I don't want to like screw their rhythm up because what's going to happen when I walk away from your table, if you say, "Oh, Marcus, I want this, and this," I'm going to walk away from your table, and 2 tables down, somebody's going to grab me, say, "Hey, Marcus, how's it going? This and that, and what do you recommend? This and that," and then I get caught in a conversation with them for 5 minutes. When if I would have gotten Patrick to begin with or somebody to begin with, they would have been to you already, gotten your order, and gotten into the kitchen. And then what happens? Then I walk and say, scratch my head, like, what did somebody just tell me? Like, I'm supposed to get something for somebody, and then I forget. So that's why a lot of times, like, I just don't take the order because I don't want to screw up the rhythm of the staff and then I'm going to get pulled in every direction. I could get like, if you ever see in the restaurant, the staff member walks up to me, hands me a corkscrew, a wine opener, a corkscrew opener, wine bottle opener. That's the sign in the restaurant that I'm needed somewhere. Like if the kitchen like has a serious question, they need this, they're this, or like that's the sign. So I'm just standing there talking, all of a sudden, staff member walks up and just hands me a corkscrew in my hand. I'm like, okay, I'm needed somewhere. That's instead of them interrupting me, and they know that you don't do that if I'm with a guest, with guests, with guests, unless it's urgent. Not really urgent, but it's important, and it has to come to me. It's not like, oh, where's the dust mop at? Where's the mop at? It's serious stuff. The staff knows Marcus is at a table. Go to him with serious stuff. In general, just go to him with stuff. If anybody else can answer the question, don't go to Marcus or Jamie. Let one of the senior staff members answer the question because some of the stuff is so easy to handle. So thank you, Robert, for that. Hopefully you understand. Everybody else understands. Like I love helping you. I love helping all the guests here. A lot of you are friends, and I love helping you. But I screw things up. I make things worse sometimes, so I don't mean to make things worse. And that's just because I get pulled in every direction. But I'll help you with wine and stuff like that. I would love to talk about wine. I love to, taste your own wine. I'll be happy to do that kind of stuff. And the staff kind of relies on me to get more in-depth about the wine. Because, of course, nobody knows the wine better than Jamie and I. We've drank every single bottle that's in the restaurant. We've tasted every single type style of wine we have on our list. We've tasted everything. And 90% of those we've actually been to the vineyard. And so you can really answer questions and paint a picture. And then sometimes while you're sitting at the table, you'll see the pictures that are in the background. Let's see. You'll see the picture. Oh, you can't see any pictures right now. But the pictures sometimes in the background, I've taken those pictures at the vineyard. So I can say, oh, well, there's the vineyard right there, and and this and that. And I can get really more in depth about that. So that's how that goes. So Michelle goes, that's awesome and professional. Thank you, Michelle. Ralph's just so honest. At least you tell people. Yeah. So when you walk in and you're like table for 2, I'm like, and I look like deer with headlights. That's because, okay, let me get somebody who knows the reservation book. That's why I say, let me get Courtney, let me get somebody, let me get Jamie or who's ever doing the reservation book. It's easier for one person to do that. So, and if I'm not on top of it, I don't want to make a mistake. I've made too many mistakes in the past. So keep the job of the people that are doing it, right? So, Ralph says Patrick's so on point. To love his smile. Yeah, Patrick's awesome. Patrick's been with us like 3 years. Patrick is really, really awesome. We have a great staff. Jamie and I, the team members here are just amazing. We have a really awesome staff. Team members, kitchen staff too. Michelle, who works in our kitchen, has been with us 3 years. She runs things back there. Wally has been back in the kitchen for 17 years. Wally will wash dishes a couple nights, but really Wally's main job is prep. Get prep done so the kitchen can get food out of the kitchen. Wally is just, a workhorse here. So he does prep. Michelle, we have a new guy, Vinny, back there, who is like totally rocking it out back there. Busy Saturday night last night. Usually I have to jump on the line. I jumped back there in my chef coat on. All I did was just call orders off and make sure orders are coming out of the kitchen. So, which was a great feeling. And then at 8:30, Jamie and I are like, let's head out. Let's go out for dinner somewhere. And that's what we did. We went to Mountaindale last night to High Voltage. Saw a bunch of guests up there that we know, a bunch of people that we know up there. Went to High Voltage and went to the Dale up in Mountaindale. But we got there after 9 o'clock and there wasn't any food. So we had to come back here. We were with several other people. We came back here and ended up cooking some pizzas for everybody because everybody was hungry. Everybody was really hungry and they didn't have any food left. Their kitchens were all closed. But really cool things going on up in Mountaindale. Really like the scene up there. So Jamie and I have been going up there a lot. If you've never been to Mountaindale, check it out. So people keep asking us to open a restaurant there too. Sounds like a great idea until it actually starts, until you start that process. Sounds like a great idea. There's other places that have been really after us too, like Woodbury Commons is really after us right now to open a restaurant down there and a New York wine shop. And it sounds attractive. There's just a lot that goes into that kind of stuff, time-wise, financials, all these kinds of things. But Woodbury Commons would love to have us there. The management comes to here to eat and scouted us out first and then called us down there, gave us a tour, and said, you guys belong here out on Restaurant Row. You're farm to table. This would be great. And it would be great. It would be great, but it's a totally different type of cooking. It's a high-volume place. We'd have to cut some corners. So it's a lot to think about. And, of course, we haven't committed to anything. But we always, when somebody says, oh, I have a restaurant space for you, or I'd like to invest in you, or this or that, we always take the courtesy to go shake somebody's hand and at least see what's happening. So, all right. Thanks everybody for tuning in, dropping comments. I'm gonna go for my run here because I have an appointment at 1:30, so I'm gonna get out and do 3-4 miles and come back and get ready for my 1:30 appointment. And that is it, folks. Everybody have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend. You are what you eat. Eat healthy. You get what you pay for. Stay healthy. Lots of water. Exercise. Today is let me find out how many days in a row I've been running. Hey, Siri. How many days ago is Christmas Eve 2018?
Christmas Eve was on Monday, December 24th, 2018.
Okay, not the right answer, Siri. Hey, Siri. How many days ago was Christmas Eve 2018?
It was 846 days ago.
So today is 847, day 847 of running in a row. It's just part of my everyday habit now. I brush my teeth every day. I run every day. Even if it's just for a mile, I get out there for 10 minutes and just keep my body moving. Just keep, just body in motion. So 847 days ago, I started running. Sometimes I'll cycle. On a day, I'll consider a 6-mile bike ride as equivalent to a mile run. But I have not had any, besides a little bit of allergies, I've had not any aches, pains, sore throats, sniffles, body aches, any type of flu-like symptoms, any kind of cold symptoms at all in at least 847 days. I don't know how long it was before that, but a body in motion is a healthy body. And I'm not advocating everybody go out and run, but just stay in motion and do something, right? Cycling is amazing because it's just low impact. And a lot of people say, I can't run. Well, go cycle. Go cycle. Just keep your body in motion. Cycling's really, really good, whether it's on a stationary bike, a spin bike, or you're bike riding outside. So, so it's been at least 847 days that have not had any kind of cold, aches, pains, even feel like anything coming on, sore throat, anything, nothing. So I believe myself, and I know body in motion is a healthy body. It stimulates your immune system. Even prior to this, if I were to be getting sick and feel aches and pains, I would go run always. Even if it was in the middle of the winter, 10 degrees out, I would just go run because I knew that would stimulate my immune system and help me through it. So All right, folks, got to get going. Got to get out for my run. Everybody have an amazing, amazing day. Thank you for your support. We really, really appreciate it. Jamie and I could not be doing this without you. And we will talk to you later.